and you can see me clearly.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bling Bling Jam YouTube station. Today, I have my good friend here, JoAnn, in Hawaii, and she came to the Bling Bling Jam for the very first time. Her story is gonna be a little bit different because this was her first take on balloons. I had met JoAnn a few years ago. We do some health and wellness business together. We were actually on a cruise. We got to know each other pretty good, and we've been in touch. And we were doing something else after Bling Bling Jen. She said, you know what? I'm a school teacher. I love the idea of balloons. I want to go to the convention. So she registered and she came and she had a great time. So she doesn't have a business name or anything like that. And I know all our different interviews here have been really interesting because they're all different. But this is coming from somebody who is brand spanking new at the Bling Bling Jam. So we are going to talk about that. But I want to talk to you, JoAnn, about let everybody know who you are, where you're from. I know I said you're a teacher, like what you do, and then with that, and then what your interest was to come to the event, and then of course what you learned with balloons, and how you feel about it. So, JoAnn, take it away.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity. Once
Oh,
again, my name
yes.
is JoAnn Miranda-Paiva, and I do live on the Big Island of Hawaii on the Hilo side, or better known as Saddle Road, between Hilo and Kona. Um, and anyway, I retired from the Department of Education after 22 years.
Wow.
And I continue to substitute teach. So therefore, I am an educator. I continue to be an educator. Um, and when you mentioned it, Steve, the Bling Bling Jam, I
Yeah.
really found an interest because I deal with the elementary ages, and I do have grandchildren. The ages of 4 and 9 and 12, and my
Right.
two little girls, 4 and 9, and very creative. It's such a creative um, age, and where it's beginning,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you just had such an expression of JoAnn. You just need to experience that. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to Vegas. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go. And so I was really happy, and that's why I decided to join the Bling Bling Jam this summer.
Yeah.
And Steve, from the entrance when I entered the hotel,
Yeah.
um, I mean, and the area,
Yes. It's
when
a different
where
area.
the Bling Bling Jam was located.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Old Vegas
it
Fremont.
was well, actually, even when I stayed across the street, I stayed across the street, and they already knew exactly where to find you, and they could direct me also. So that planning was really well laid out, and I thank you for that. Since I
Oh,
did go by myself, which I probably shouldn't have, but that's okay.
right.
Next time, it's I'll know to invite. But so
Yeah.
from the entrance, when I entered and I saw, I was really overwhelmed. I was really overwhelmed. It was actually over the top, from my perspective, on the decor, the variety, and then when I entered, the variety of artist creativity, it was just spectacular to me. It was just overwhelming to me.
Yeah.
The colors and um, the smiles on the people, everything was bright and beautiful, from their faces to what they were doing, and um, very eye catching, very eye catching. You know, did you have any particular questions, Steve? I was also
Yeah.
talking
Oh, no.
about the classes,
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like
Whatever you
that.
want to talk about. I mean, my thing is, you spent a lot of time with beginner stuff with Patrick. I know in the
Yes,
jam room because we have that at Bling Bling Jam laid out for people who you never touched a balloon before. And
no, never.
um, And we had several people that came that way. So that's why I think it was great to have an interview with you so that people watching this could say, wow, I never did balloons before, and I actually think this is cool. I could come too, and they can, because
Exactly.
we don't have a restriction where you have to know the balloons prior to it, because we have an area for real beginners. How is that in your eyes? And did you learn a couple things? I know at first when you first do it, it takes a minute, but how was that experience for you? And then we can talk about the classes. Some of it I know were over your head. for the minute, but I know you also enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? But how did you feel from this? Again, never touching a balloon until you came to Bling Bling. So love to hear that.
From the beginning, um, from beginners like me to
Yeah,
advanced balloon artists, Steve, I believe that anyone would be amazed at it. For me, the up-to-date themes and um, the cars, the characters. I mean, I could relate and was thinking about my grandchildren and how I could have fun with them and, perhaps other children or even do something with the school, you
right.
know. I mean, I was very excited about it,
I know you
and
were.
yes, Patrick, I had never, he really took his time with me. He's
Yeah,
very quick and, you know, I, but I appreciated the time, because even I never touched anything before just to tie it,
right.
and it's over and over and over, and he just made me do it. And that's what it takes. It takes the consistency of doing it and the
Yeah.
practice.
That was
I
mostly the hot dog, right? That you kept doing over and over again. And it was,
yes,
and you got
yes,
that down, which is great. So
yes, and I
yeah,
never popped any of them, and I,
right.
and I,
That's
it
huge.
it was huge. And for, that kind of time, I really valued the time of having someone deal with a beginner,
Yeah,
whether it's Patrick or any of the others that did take the time, when I had a question. Also,
yeah,
the availability of the product supply, like the pumps,
yeah,
and I did purchase a pump,
yeah. Oh, you did. Oh, good.
I think that's what you call it, the
Yep.
electric one,
Yes.
um, as well as the manual one.
Yep.
And, you know, I, I just,
And
it
the
was
balloon
really,
brands.
it was balloon brilliance. Yes, it was
No, the
really,
the balloon brands we had
yes,
yeah, the Decomex from Bargain Balloons and
yes,
Elitex and Vitalik. Did you try all of them?
I sure did, you
Okay.
know, um, because, well, Patrick recommended that I just go and try the different ones,
Yeah.
so that I could get a feel for it. I really like the cleverness of, and the fun of everyone that, as I was walking around, I sorry, I don't remember everyone's names
Okay.
and stuff, but it was just an overwhelming experience for me as the first time. I'd never
Yes.
experienced anything like that. But yet I have seen, parties that have balloons and the decor, you
Yes.
know. I just saw the excellence in it, Steve.
Yeah.
You
And you
know,
fit right in, JoAnn, completely, and I knew you would. So,
thank you.
oh
Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. Was there anything else that I know that it was your first time. So anything else you want to work on and get to know with the balloons or anything that you saw that was like, oh my gosh, say that blew you away type of thing, or any, saying else that you wanted to add to that?
Well, I just need to practice. I need to practice, first of all, tying it,
Yeah.
because if I can't tie it, I can't do any of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm actually,
Yeah.
working on myself here at home. And,
Yeah.
but, as an educator, Steve,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you don't mind me saying, I saw the
No.
excellence in your leadership. I
Oh,
really did. And the willingness and ability to recognize each participant that was there for their unique specialness. I mean, it is not an easy thing to put something like this together, and the magnitude of it. I um I really saw that in my background, um, also guidance and counseling, and I saw it in you
oh,
recognizing people for their uniqueness. I mean, oh my God, Steve, I saw how much fun you were expressing with everyone and in each of the artists, and I appreciate this about a new art style for me. I
yeah.
hadn't even I haven't even thought of that before,
Right.
as I, always thought of art, but yet they did take pens to it and drew on their
Yep.
art, on their balloons, you
Yep.
know. I mean, the showcase, even the showcase down um, Fremont experience
Oh,
was
yeah.
over the top,
Yeah.
and I believe that all of the artists enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand there's competition in everything, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, but nonetheless, I thought that they were doing their best to express the fun part of their art, of
Right.
their abilities, I mean, from the skirts that they made to their outfits, to their cars, even
Yeah.
to the wristbands that they made. I thought that critter one was right up my alley,
Yeah.
wrist critters.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but sitting in the um
Jam room.
sitting in the jam room
Yeah.
and even the side classes,
Hmm.
yes, most of it I just was taking it all in and
Yes.
absorbing the art. I
Yeah.
totally valued that. And um, for me, it was perfect, you know, to learn about this artistic style. I mean, I think it's outstanding, and I mean, I plan to join it again,
Oh,
and
good.
just
Glad.
come and learn a little more. And
Yeah. The
you
more,
know,
if you keep doing that, you do pick it up. That's how it works, and it becomes easier and easier. And you have the total personality, JoAnn. So
thank you,
it's
Steve.
so you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for
Wow.
including me in it.
Oh my gosh, thank you for coming. I was super, that's why I wanted to get your take on that, because I know you were kind of like blown away. And I was like, and I'm so busy at the event, JoAnn, as you know, and I'm trying to talk to everybody and welcome everybody. But then when things calm down like now, I really want to have a conversation, and I want everybody to hear. So this is so great with this YouTube station that people can actually hear it. And it's like nothing is rehearsed, everything's done on the spot. We don't edit, we just do it. So it's great, JoAnn. Um,
Thank
was
you.
there anything that you saw that when you say you want to come back that you like to learn or get anything that caught your eye, said, wow, if I could do that, that would be awesome? Was there anything in particular, or is it just in general, or anything you want to add to that you would like to work on, let's say next year coming back, or let's say practice or whatever it might be?
Um,
You're so new at this.
not really at this point. I I just need to practice, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I just need to practice, and I will still claim to be a beginner, as advanced as you all are.
yeah.
I I just I enjoyed the energy of the people that were there, and your energy was over the top, and to coordinate it, that was unbelievable.
Thank you.
I just and I did it personally as a first time entering the room that I knew no one.
Yeah,
I knew no one
I
there.
know.
I felt very comfortable just walking around and
Yes,
looking and talking to them and watching them, and
right,
it's and entering whichever of the classes that you had
right,
available.
right.
I
You you knew
I
you knew
just
me though. You knew me though, but I was a little busy for sure.
oh
So
no, I know
yeah,
you're yes, Steve,
yeah,
you're the
yeah,
only one, and I
yeah.
said, and that made it an okay atmosphere for me,
Right. I'm so glad
because
to hear that.
I said, no, Steve already has friends there,
Yeah, and you
and
weren't the only
um
newbie there too, so it was good that you sat
and
down with different
exactly.
ones. Yeah, which is great.
But thank you for introducing me to them
Oh
too.
gosh, of course. It's so
And
interesting. I know you don't know this, JoAnn, but like when I started balloons, and everybody watching the YouTube video can understand this, I was a magician, and they used to have books. There was only books. There was no videos, nothing. And I learned the one balloon zoo balloons. And then lo and behold, YouTube started happening and videos, and people started learning multiple designs, and they didn't know the one balloon zoo. And I think that's interesting. But we teach that at Bling Bling Jam, right? In the beginner classes. And then Patrick and whoever's in the jam room as well kind of looks at people and takes them to another level, what they want to practice on. And a lot of decorators come to balloon decorators to learn the embellishments from Patrick and things like that. Um,
Yeah.
but we're gonna add on. I had a different YouTube station on this station, JoAnn, and everybody watching. I'm gonna add on some tutorials of one balloon zoo balloons, so that way you, being a newbie, and other people can come back and learn those to get those right. Okay, and I have them on another station right now, but I'm gonna, like I said, add them here. So that's coming, and then we'll see what else as well. But hopefully that'll help you to sharpen things up, and
That
that
would be nice.
yes, you can take it to another level, which is great. And also, they might be advanced for you, I'm not sure, but with enough practice, you can definitely do them. The a lot of the classes from Bling Bling Jam are available in a private Facebook group on Facebook, which is Bling Bling Jam 2024. And people can still get those replays if they want to. They're not digital downloads. It's in a private group, and you must register from this past, and we'll put that up where people that have not, they'll still be able to do that if they want to. There's a great classes in there for people to look at. But definitely, JoAnn, go in there and practice away and just observe, and and one step at a time. But and then of course, we have our Zooms once a month that we still do when we can, and those are just part of it. And there's no, those are for people who registered for 2024 for till December. Then the new year we'll start a new one. But anybody watching this, if you want to come in for free for a one-time pass, no replays, we'll let you come in. But JoAnn, definitely keep doing that, because I think that that'll really help you. And the more consistent you are at doing that, you were so good. I saw you doing those dogs. I said you got it. And I think you did a giraffe too afterwards, and you did a couple other things too. You do a flower, a teddy bear. I forget what else he showed you. He showed you
It
several.
just happened that way. It just happened
Oh,
that
is that
way.
what it was? You looked like you were doing them.
It
So
turns out I was just trying it. And,
you
yeah.
weren't trying. You did it. I saw. It was more than a balloon dog. So that's great. That's great. Anything else you want to add on of your experience, or that you think? And again, this little interview is a little different because JoAnn was so new. She doesn't have a background in balloons yet. So we kind of ran into her experience of Bling Bling Jam. That anything else that you liked or that wanted to share for everybody to know, that we forgot about or we didn't mention.
No, I think we covered pretty
Okay.
much a lot, and
Perfect.
my experience for
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
And I was happy to be there, Steve. I really, really
We're happy
was,
to
and
have you there.
to meet all of our friends,
Yes.
which I
Yes.
consider them friends now.
Yes, they
Is
are. We're a nice community. If there's any last words as to why you think people should come next year, feel free to say that. But I think you did
I
cover
will.
it. Okay.
I will. Yeah, if you're out to be joyful and have fun,
Yeah.
I tell you the Bling Bling Jam is the way to go, and join the group, and come to experience fun and laughter
Yes.
and competition, and to learn also from others.
Yes.
I
We
just
do have
valued
some,
it very
thank
much.
you. We do have some
You're welcome.
personalities there, as you know. They're all
Yes,
great. Yes.
yes, yes.
Well, JoAnn, you fit right in, and we so thank you for coming. Excited you're coming back. Thank you for sharing that with people that are listening to this for the first time, and they're thinking about coming. And you guys, do us a favor, and you guys are so good and so welcoming. But let JoAnn know, show her some love, put some thumbs up, give her a compliment on there or a comment. She'll check this out, and she appreciates that. And we're gonna definitely help JoAnn get better at balloons, and step it up, which is great. And again, the personality is half of it, and you have that, JoAnn, and everybody here can see that. So thank you so much for your interview. I hope you guys enjoy this. We'll have some other people on, guys, that were brand new as well. And we're going to mix it up, because I want you guys to see it doesn't matter where you're at. We all welcome everybody at Bling Bling Jam, and we all get along, and we all do the best we can. And we're just all trying to improve our art and share our love with what we do. So with that said, thank you so much, JoAnn. Over and out, everybody. Have a good night.
Aloha.
Bye-bye.